Hi everyone, my name's Garcia, and I'm going to present to you the process for my app, which is called WorkinCo. And just a little bit about me, some fun facts. I'm a 4 on the Enneagram scale. You can ask me about that later. I have an illustration side hustle. You can also ask me for stickers later. And I'm a remote brand designer for a tech company, which sounds really cool, but it's not. Working from home is captured really succinctly in this comic. It actually brings up a lot of pain points, like being isolated and unproductive. So a lot of times I don't have structure, I don't speak to humans in the entire day, and it's just really hard to focus on my work. So I wanted to know if this was a problem that was just something I was facing, or is this something that other people face? And it is. So roughly 70% of people prefer to work outside of their homes. People acknowledge the benefits of co-working, where it's just working amongst other people, that social accountability and pressure to get things done. And there are solutions to this called co-working spaces, but a lot of folks decide not to do that because the barrier to entry is so expensive. So a membership for these spaces can cost upwards of like $300 a month. So not ideal if you're bootstrapped. Just a quick, this is like a hodgepodge of logos that represent inspiration and competitors. So there's not a lot of folks addressing this problem in this way that I wanted to. One of them is Coworker. They have just a database of co-working spaces, but it doesn't really address the cost issue. You just kind of see what's in your area and you're like, cool, okay, I still don't want to pay $300 for it. Other spaces disrupting this industry are Remote Year, again, digital nomad culture, work from anywhere, and Breather and WeWork. Just a quick overview of some of my lovely people that I interviewed. So these folks had the similar pain points at some point in their life, and something I want to call out was the thing that I heard the most was I get easily distracted when I work from home. So taking all my research, my affinity diagrams, not pictured, and all my interviews, I came up with Freelance Frida, who has a side hustle, and she just moved from LA to Miami, so she doesn't know a lot of people, and she wants to work. She lives alone in her apartment, so it's hard to find spaces and meet other people. So one of the things that she hears, these are many things that she sees and hears and feels. The main point that she sees is cafes with no outlets, crowded cafes, so it's really hard to get her work done. And here's just Frida's day at a glance. It kind of dips at 4 p.m. or 2 p.m. when she starts to feel cabin feverish. And here's where I start to kind of focus on everything, and I came out with 5 solutions, right? So the concept is ClassPass for co-working spaces, so it's just one membership to rule them all. You pay maybe like $100 a month, something more affordable for your freelance budget. You can easily book on demand and explore other spaces, and you can meet other people and stay in the know for events. So here's post sketches. Here's what my mid-fidelity wireframe looked like. So you have the profile page, the workspace page, and here's the part where I started to brand it. So my mood board drew a lot of inspiration from vintage feels and kind of hipster trendy stuff. I wanted it to be very bold and modern, and geometric shapes. We have some icons there that inspired the iconography in the nav bar. So I created the logo, I created the custom icons because I wanted to give it a really unique feel. So again, bold, young, millennial, kind of mid-century modern, edgy. Here's just systems, just look at them. And here's my high fidelity. And after some testing, I got some really great feedback from classmates. And the one that I want to call out the most was from Laura, who said that she felt that the app was more about the people than the spaces. My original flow had a lot of chat involved, so it didn't really focus on these features that solved these pain points that were place and space and people. So she felt like she really wouldn't send a message to someone at random. So I'm like, all right, what can really give her a reason to send a message? And here we will go to our prototype video. And so this is the final flow. So you kind of log in, you go through the onboarding process, and that will just explain to you what the app does. You can rate your spaces and then encourage others to work too. So she's gonna log in with LinkedIn. So we're now at Frida. She's logging in, it's her first time. She's gonna go to the share tab. So this is the tab that addresses giving somebody a reason to reach out. So this is kind of a bulletin board. So you have posts. People can ask like, hey, I need this. Hey, who wants to work from here? You can see where it's also available in other locations. So Frida being from LA, she was like, cool, this is from LA too. I can use this when I go there. And here's the Meet tab. So just profiles of other folks in your area that you can reach out to. And then she goes back to the share tab. She's like, all right, let me actually read these posts. So Dana says that she needs a graphic designer to help her design a flyer. So she's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna check Dana out. I'm a graphic designer. I think I can help her. So she checks her bio, she sees common interests, and she decides to say hello. So for the interest of time, we're gonna fast forward this chat where they just decide to meet at Made at the Citadel, a local co-working space. So now Frida's like, cool, I'm gonna go meet Dana, I'm gonna do some graphic design with her, I'm not gonna work from home. And she goes to the workspace tab to book her space. And so now in this tab, you can see that you can filter by your faves, and you can sort them. You see different spaces in your immediate area, and you can also explore by neighborhood. So if you're new to town, you can see what other neighborhoods you haven't explored yet. So in this case, she knows she wants to go to Made, so she goes to Made. She clicks in the tab, and she sees just important information like hours, amenities, a little bit about the space, who's working at Made today, upcoming events. Again, staying in the know was something that was really important to people, and reviews. And I think the review feature is really important because it also allows people to stay informed with what's important to them. For example, like maybe the space is not sunny, so just little details like that. So Frida booked the space. She can now go to Made. And now she has alerts. Her app lit up like a Christmas tree. So Dana Ferguson hit her back up. She wants to confirm with her. So she goes ahead and confirms that she's gonna see her soon. And she's like, actually, where is Made? So she goes into her profile tab where you'll then see Made at the Citadel, and this kind of splits into bookings and friends, and you can see that you can either check in once you're there, unbook if you didn't mean to book, or navigate to the co-working space. And in this case, Dana is gonna choose to navigate, and then that would kind of pull you out of the app. And then really quick, next steps, I would like to flesh out the filter feature, create some screens for web, test, work on micro interactions, and that's it. Thank you so much.